Today I'm house hunting along the beautiful Costa Calida on Spain's southeast coast. Although one of the lesser known costas, home buyers are drawn here not only by the stunning coastline and balmy temperatures, but also the property prices that are much more affordable than the neighbouring Costa Blanca. I'm Laura Hamilton, and for the past 12 years I've been buying, renovating and selling property with a fair bit of success. Over the last 4 years I've been helping people to find their dream homes both in the UK and overseas. We've been checking up on the property market in popular winter sun destinations around the world, hunting high and low for the most incredible properties at fantastic prices. This time I'm in Spain, where property prices have finally gone up for the first time in 8 years. But as you'll see, every destination is different. One thing they all have in common though is if you know where to look and how to look, you can still find great bargains. Stick with us and find out how. Today's house hunter is Patricia Maltby from London, who will be joined on her search by her best friend of 44 years, Denise Baker. Patricia's long dreamt of a move to Spain and she thinks the Costa Calida is the perfect spot. She loves the culture and climate on offer and can't wait to start her new life out here. With a budget of £90,000, she's after a 3-bedroom property complete with views. Patricia's going through a divorce from the man she married 39 years ago. She's exchanged on her marital home and has moved out as she waits for the sale to complete. With a budget of £90,000, she's looking for a totally fresh start in Spain and is bringing best friend Denise along to help.
I am having a great time at the moment being single and never made decisions of my own. So this feels very exciting. I can do anything I want and I've always wanted to move to Spain. It's been a dream of mine for a very long time and now's the right time to do it.
Patricia's seen the world. She spent 3 years in the Merchant Navy herself and then travelled with her husband, who was a captain for 30 years. Although she knows a wide range of locations, the Costa Calida is for her.
I've been many times to the Costa Calida, Murcia in particular, so anywhere along that coast really. I love the coastal region because I love the sea.
And the shops.
And the shops.
And the beach.
And the beach.
Denise clearly knows her taste well. They've been friends for 44 years and Patricia is currently staying with Denise and her husband until she makes the move to Spain.
Yeah, I'm really excited for her because it's something that she's always wanted, and for her to fulfil her dream would be fantastic, fabulous.
The pressure's on to find a property that kickstarts the next chapter of Patricia's life and fulfills her dream of a home in a new country. So we've been scrutinising the property market around the Costa Calida and Puerto de Mazaron. With 150 miles of Mediterranean coastline, the Costa Calida comprises of 24 blue flag beaches, small coves and rugged cliffs. Add to that 2 international airports, with a third on the way, as well as high-speed rail links and great road networks to the area, it's particularly popular with British property buyers. Although I know Patricia's making the move to fulfil a long-held dream, there are also some fantastic bargains to be had in this area. Like most of Spain, the market on the Costa Calida was decimated by the financial crash, with the value of some property slashed as much as 60%. And according to local agents, it's only recently things have stabilised. To get more of a handle on the state of the property market here on the Costa Calida and how far Patricia's budget of £90,000 might stretch, I'm meeting local agent Tom Stevenson. So you've been working in the property market here for a few years, haven't you?
Yeah, 3 years. Well, certainly when I first came over here, things were very tough. It has been only very recently, I would say, over the last 6 months. Things have steadied off, prices have fallen over the period and are now starting to consolidate.
If you've got a budget of £90,000, what could you expect to get around here?
You'd probably get a good quality, high-end 3-bedroom apartment.
What about if you wanted a house, though?
You would be looking more in perhaps the smaller Spanish villages rather than coastal villages.
Are there any particular areas that are hot spot areas?
Certainly the coastal area, Mazaron area, Isla Plana, that kind of area. And inland, obviously, where you get more for your money. And
what types of properties are the most popular for people to buy? Is it apartments?
I would say it is at the moment. There are more apartments than villas available. Prices are lower, so people are price-driven at the moment.
So, a great time for Patricia to see some fantastic properties for her £90,000 budget. I met her and Denise to hear more about Patricia's big adventure.
So, how has this come about then, this search, Patricia?
Well, my circumstances have changed at home. I'm going through a divorce at the moment. We've had to sell the house. I now find myself free to do what I want. It would be really nice to do it in Spain, which is a dream I've had for a very long time.
How is Denise, your friend of
44 years.
and you finish off each other's sentences as well? How is she involved in this house search?
She's my voice of reason.
She's more heart and I'm more head.
So if you had a bit of paper and you had to sit down and you had to draw your dream house, what would it look like?
I would love a terrace to sit out with a glass of wine and look out, whether it's sea or mountain. It would be 3 or more bedrooms.
Pool.
Denise wants a pool.
It depends how close it is to the beach as to that aspect. I love the sea. From when I first ran away to sea when I was 21 and then married a sailor, it's just part of me. I intend to join lots of clubs, go dancing and maybe join a drama club or something like that.
We've mentioned, Denise, you would come out and visit. Who else would come out here and visit you, Pat?
I have godchildren that are Denise's children, and they have children, so I'm Auntie Pat to them. I know they're all champing at the bit to come out.
Would you be prepared to look at a property that might be slightly over budget in the hope that you could negotiate on the price and get it under budget?
Definitely, definitely.
So you're actually living at Denise's house at the moment?
I am, yes, bless her heart. And her husband, bless him. He puts up with the pair of us, doesn't he?
We better not waste any time.
No.
So, with the aim of finding Patricia's perfect new home, we're starting our search in El Paraton Pueblo. With 1,700 inhabitants, this small traditional village surrounded by agricultural land is mainly made up of Spanish permanent residents and about 10% expats. Situated just a 5-minute drive from the main motorway connection, it's around a 20-minute drive to the centre of Matharon. It's a friendly village where Patricia could feel safe and secure, but also have her privacy.
Now, Patricia, I know that you were more keen to see a property in a village.
It's very quaint, it's lovely, very peaceful. There's beautiful views in the background. It's lovely.
It's very quiet. This is ideal.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
And
beautiful.
there are a couple of cafes. You've got a British-owned restaurant just down the road, and for around £9 you can get a 3-course meal there.
Oh, sounds good.
The beach is about 25 minutes.
Right.
You could get a bus, and that would be around £1.30, and the bus runs 6 times a day.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
Does that worry you, that it is quite quiet there?
No, I don't think so. Although it might worry them that I'm a bit louder.
Are you ready to head to the house?
You'd love to.
Come on.
As well as the Spanish locals, there's a mix of British and French people buying and selling properties here. Situated inland, property prices are 30% cheaper than on the coast, so Patricia will get more for her money.
So just a short walk then, and here we are at the first property. It's a semi-detached house.
Semi-detached, yeah.
It's got 3 bedrooms.
Wow.
A couple of nice outside spaces with this property. And it's been on the market a year now. They originally put it on at £107,000, but it's since been reduced to just over £87,000.
Gosh, it's very, very quiet. Now I'm here, I think it might be too quiet, but I'm interested to see the house.
Hopefully, Patricia will like this semi-detached house. It has 3 double bedrooms, an open-plan living, dining, kitchen area, 2 bathrooms and all furniture included. The real selling point of this property is the south-facing terrace with a fantastic private pool complete with mountain views. It has an asking price of just under £87,500.
Now, I'm not sure how you feel about an open-plan style of living.
Not a lover of it, I have to say. I don't like the idea of a kitchen in a living room.
What about the thoughts on this space? I feel like Denise is containing herself here.
I like this, but it's not Pat's cup of tea.
No.
Well, it's a little small for
Yeah.
a lot of people, but for a couple or one person, it's fine.
If we had a few visitors, I think we'd be a bit cramped. But then, I'm hoping we wouldn't be inside a lot.
No.
So,
Oh, my goodness.
Come on out.
Oh, wow.
Ah, now I can see that's brought a
Gosh.
smile to your face. Come on over.
Yeah, this is a lovely
Really?
space.
Yes,
Yeah, it is.
that was
Lovely.
a shock, I have to say. No, I'd read a lot out here. I just live out here. I mean,
Who do you see sat around the pool?
everyone I know.
You mentioned you've got
Yes.
godchildren,
Yes.
Denise's children.
Yes. they
How
would
much do you
definitely
think
be out here.
they would like that?
They would definitely be out here, yes.
So coming up here, quite a nice light staircase. Through to your master bedroom.
Oh, this is a nice size.
When guests come to visit, they would be downstairs. You would be up here.
That would suit me fine.
Why don't you go and explore the rest of the house then? And I'll meet up with you afterwards to hear what you think.
Great, thank you. Oh, this is nice.
Look, mountains.
Yes.
But the house is lovely.
Yes, and the pool, of course, is amazing. That
is
outside
lovely.
space is, in
Gorgeous.
fact, all the outside
Yeah.
spaces are lovely. It's this room, we couldn't get us all in this room. And I don't like the kitchen being open.
No, I tend to agree with you as far as that goes. for
Also,
what you want.
where it is, I think it seems to be getting quieter by the moment.
You don't do quiet.
This 3-bed semi-detached townhouse in El Paraton with a private terrace and pool is on the market for just under £87,500. Although Patricia thought the location was a bit quiet, I think she was pleasantly surprised by the house itself.
So, overall thoughts on this place then?
Yes, it was nice. The outside space was good. Very quiet location. Not sure if it isn't too quiet.
Going forward then, what would you like to see?
Maybe a better location.
Coming up, the next property may have hit the mark.
Here we have your view.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that.
Now that is gorgeous.
Patricia Maltby is ready to start her new life and looking for a new adventure here on Spain's beautiful Costa Calida. She's asked her lifelong friend Denise to help her. With a budget of £90,000, she's looking for a 3-bedroom property, ideally with stunning views.
Patricia is getting divorced and determined to make a fresh start in Spain. She's just sold her marital home of 22 years and has moved in with her best friend Denise until she moves, so the pressure is on to find the perfect place. We started our search with a 3-bed semi-detached townhouse in El Paraton that was on the market for just under £87,500. Patricia liked the outside space and pool but wants to see a property in a livelier location. Next, we're driving south for 30 minutes back towards the coast to the area of Isla Plana. The pretty fishing village has a picturesque harbour and large beaches. The population of 5,000 is mostly Spanish, but there are 500 expats here as well. A quarter of residents live here all year round, so if Patricia moves here, she'll find there's lots more going on, but still in a safe and tranquil environment.
Is this somewhere you're familiar with?
I think I've just been here once.
You've got far more amenities here. You've got banks, chemists, cafes, restaurants, and there's a social club.
Ah, right.
Every fortnight, they organise trips, and in addition to that, every Tuesday, Spanish and English people meet between 6 and 9 o'clock, and they chat with each other, make friends, learn the language, all whilst they're enjoying a glass of wine.
Wow.
That's a brilliant idea.
That sounds great. You'll be out even more now. This is lovely.
It seems to have much more going on. It's so close to the beach.
I could see myself swimming in that every morning.
Property prices only fell 35% in Isla Plana during the crash, due to the area's ongoing popularity with the Spanish and its proximity to the coast. Properties rarely linger on the market for more than 6 months here. Although that sounds like a long time for Britain, it's actually pretty quick for this part of Spain.
So here we are, 3-bedroom, end of terrace property. As you can see, just across the road from the beach.
It's not for me.
Such a quick judgment and statement, I'm surprised.
It's just if there's more outside space. I'm willing to look, but my initial reactions or I hate it.
You've got a terrace here out the front, you've got your balcony at the top that you can see, and a small terrace out the back.
Right. I think I need to see a bit more, really.
I'm glad that Patricia still wants to see the house, as I think it would really suit her. There are 84 properties here which benefit from the use of a communal pool. Inside there are 3 bedrooms, a modern kitchen and a balcony with amazing sea views. It was originally on the market for £118,000, but now has an asking price of just under £83,500.
So in you come, guys, to your main living area. That was a
It carries the boxiness in, doesn't it?
As Patricia's only just moved out of her marital home, I wonder if the dislike of the property so far was more to do with that than the houses themselves.
What was it about that house that you've just sold that you loved so much? Because that might try and help me work out what we're trying to find here.
It was its setting. It was in a little village, on the village green. We had Dartmoor views. Are you going to set me off?
Oh.
Dartmoor views, horses walking past, and that was rush hour.
But that's obviously in your head why you want the views, why you want the space.
Yes, because I sat out on the patio there a lot, even in England. I would like to be out in Spain, sat outside.
I can see you're getting kind of upset about it. Do you want to find something like that here, or do you think, no, I want something completely different?
Yes, I think it would be too hard to have something the same. No, I think new adventures, new starts, keep smiling.
And it probably feels like you're more, probably shouldn't say this, but more in love with your house than your husband.
I do tell people that.
Okay.
Yes, that's fair to say.
I'm determined to find Patricia a new house that she will love as much as her old one, but in a new way. I know it's not this one, but it's still useful for her to see it all.
The reason I brought you up here is to show you this.
It's a nice size.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
So,
It's nice.
here we have your view.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that.
Now, that is gorgeous. But there's not much room for more than a couple, is there? So if we, again, all wanted to come out and sit and look at that view, there's not that much room, being a little bit overlooked. I'm making excuses, aren't I? No.
No,
it's,
if you're not feeling it,
No.
have a look around and I'll meet you down there.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Gorgeous.
Fancy a swim?
Oh, yeah. This is lovely. And the sea in the background. Very quiet.
Changed your mind?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think this would make a great little office. It's really not suitable as a bedroom.
It's the outside space.
The outside space isn't for you.
No.
This 3-bed end of terrace close to the beach in Isla Plana with the use of a communal pool is on the market for just under £83,500. It's clear it's not for Patricia, but I feel like I've learnt a lot about what she really wants.
So, did any opinions change?
Sort of. The area's lovely. I mean, it's just gorgeous. But it's just the outside space.
So more outside space on all the houses going forward. But first, I wanted to find out more about Patricia's dream of starting a new life in Spain.
How hard has this time been recently?
My husband and I separated 2 days before Christmas in 2009, and things have just, for me, been pretty tough since then. It's come to an end now. Well, it's been a dream for so long, and I always said I would live out here. Now that I've had to move, it just seems the right time.
Is there anything, Denise, that you're nervous about for Pat making this big move?
She's very much heart over head.
Yeah.
She rushes in without thinking things through. If she sees something and I love it, boom, she's gone.
Despite of that fact that you're saying that she does rush in, she's obviously thought about this move to Spain for a very long time.
Absolutely.
When you're here, does it feel like home to you?
I know I can walk down the street on my own here. I know there's lovely food here. And, I mean, look at the sunshine. Yeah, it does feel like home.
So how do you see your life out here?
I see it not as hectic as at home, but a lot more active, if you see what I mean. Swimming and walking and things I don't do at home every day, really. can just see me here.
Cheers to
Definitely.
that.
Cheers.
Coming up, outside space that does hit the mark.
Oh, Pat, look.
My good, I didn't expect this.
Today, I'm house hunting on the Costa Calida in Spain with Patricia Maltby and her best friend Denise Baker. She's looking for a 3-bedroom property with a budget of £90,000 where she can enjoy a new life in the sun.
Patricia's going through a divorce and determined to start a new life in Spain, but so far hasn't liked either of the properties I've shown her and her friend Denise. She didn't like this 3-bed semi-detached townhouse in Al Paraton as the location was too quiet. And this 3-bed end of terrace in Isla Plana also got the thumbs down as she wanted more outside space. I'm hoping that my next offering will suit Patricia's needs better. We're heading for a large, lively resort called Vintersol to see a house with lots of outside space. A 25-minute drive north and inland from Isla Plana, Vintersol is nestled in a valley of 15-minute drive to the nearest beach. Opened in 1996, 70% of the 8,500 population here are British, and 2/3 of all residents live here all year round.
Is this an area you're familiar with or you've heard of?
I have been here once before.
Okay.
We did have quite a nice time at a quiz in the club, and visited one person who lives on here. I was a little disappointed at where they lived. There was a road that was unadopted and they couldn't find out who was going to fix it. So it put a little doubt in my mind as to whether I quite liked the area or not. I came down on not.
Because of the location being slightly further away from Matheron, property is cheaper here, so you can expect to get bigger properties and more outside space.
Oh, right.
I'm going to take that as a maybe. Property prices here in Vintersol have fallen by half since the boom, and I think Patricia and Denise will be astonished by how far her money will go here.
It's a detached 2-bedroom villa. It's got a carport. It's got a car included.
Really? Wow. Very pretty.
I think it's a very lovely facade.
Recently been reduced from £99,000 to just over £87,000. You've got fantastic roof terrace up there, a beautiful terrace at the front, lots of outside space.
Right.
Which is what you wanted.
Yes.
Which includes a swimming pool and a hot tub.
Oh my goodness me.
Move it?
Even though this house is in Vintersol, which might just be a negative, it does have great mountain views as well as a roof terrace, private pool, hot tub and back garden. Inside there are 2 bedrooms, an open-plan living room with fireplace and a bathroom. It also comes with off-street parking and a car. It has an asking price of just under £87,500.
Come on in. Can't wait to hear what you think about this.
Oh, this is lovely.
Like this a lot.
Yeah. Gosh, I hate that I like it.
Oh, no.
I can see my stuff in here.
I can see you in here.
It's good.
So you have another terrace
Wow.
out the back. Then you have your swimming pool,
Wow, that's gorgeous.
your hot tub.
That's lovely.
Trouble is, look, there's people so close. But this is gorgeous,
I know,
have to
this is
say.
lovely.
I could see myself definitely here.
The house, I can't fault it. The outside space is
Amazing.
perfect.
It's difficult because I've got this block in my head when you say the word Vintersol. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, have a look at the roof terrace and I'll meet up with you afterwards.
Okay, thank
thanks.
you. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? But look at that.
Yeah.
There's more houses than I've ever seen in my life.
This 2-bed detached villa has been on the market for 6 months and has an asking price of just under £87,500. Although I think Patricia and Denise liked the house, I'm not sure it was enough to overcome their dislike of the location.
So, what did you think of it? The bedrooms, the terrace, the views? Was it everything you wanted?
Almost.
Okay.
I still can't get over the fact that it's Vintersol. I've tried.
The location isn't right. So how about going back to a village that might be slightly more vibrant?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
So next, a village, but a lively one, and a charming house way under budget that Patricia could refurbish any way she wanted, with masses of outside space. Los Canovas is a working village with a strong sense of community. With 40 British residents and lots of Spanish people, I know Patricia would make friends here.
Now, it was pretty clear that Vintersol wasn't right, so we've brought you to a little village. It's very different.
It is. There were lots of little shops and few people about. It seems a lot brighter than the first little village we saw.
And there's an English lady who runs weekly pottery classes.
Oh, right.
And Spanish lessons.
Oh, that'd be good.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really sweet.
House is just a couple of minutes walk from here.
Great.
Prices in Los Canovas have halved since the crash, but as the area's agricultural and most produce is exported to Europe, the local community hasn't been hit as hard by the property crisis as seen in other parts of Spain, and prices are slowly on the rise.
So, here we are, guys.
Sorry.
Fourth property in the heart of the village.
Yeah. I'm intrigued, actually, just to see what's behind it.
I'm gonna be honest, this is a bit of a gamble, actually, this
Right.
property. There are no views.
Right.
There's 3 bedrooms
All right.
in this property. It does need a bit of TLC.
OK.
Now, it's been on the market a year. It's priced at just over £63,000.
Wow.
Well, look, have a look around. Bear in mind, quite a lot of money left in your budget to do some work.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
This traditional 3-bed has a huge terrace at the back with space for a possible pool. It's on the market for just under £63,500. Inside, there's a separate living room, kitchen, dining area and garage. Even if she paid the asking price, Patricia would have nearly £30,000 to turn the property into her dream home.
Oh, wow.
Oh gosh, look at
This is nice. Yeah. This is real old, isn't it? I mean, old looking.
Nice
Yeah.
high ceiling so that hot air
Gorgeous.
rises.
I suppose you could get a double bed in there. What about that one?
Double bedroom, that one as well.
Oh, yeah, same.
Very nice.
Not bad. First impressions. Oh, another nice. I like this. Really high ceilings. Yeah. You'd have to get some heat in here, though, in the winter, wouldn't you?
You don't need it
Well,
now.
there's an open fire by the looks of it.
Oh, this is nice and bright.
Yeah, so it'd be nice for sat out, I suppose, in the mornings. Yeah.
Kitchen.
Well, I suppose it's adequate. Not a bad little kitchen, though, although I'm not going to use much of it. But
Yeah, but when everybody else comes out. So if you bought this, you could potentially get it for 60,000, which would give you a fair chunk of change.
yeah,
What
true.
would you spend it on, or would you spend it at all?
I think it would have to be heating or air conditioning.
And get a plunge pool.
Depends how much room we've got out the back.
This is a nice space. Look at this.
Yeah, gosh.
Oh, Pat, look.
My good, I didn't expect this. I saw just this
enormous.
bit. Yeah, gosh. Yeah.
This is really
You
super.
could definitely get a plunge pool. There, that's what I'd spend my 30,000 on. A plunge pool.
This traditional 3-bed townhouse with spacious outside terrace has an asking price of just under £63,500. So if she wanted to buy it, Patricia would have plenty of money left over to turn it into her dream home.
Hi.
I cannot wait to hear what you make of it.
I loved its high ceilings and its quirkiness. The outside space at the back you could do so much with. But
Didn't I know there was a butt coming? And a big one at that.
I think so. I think you're going to need a lot more money than we would be left with to do all the things you need.
I must admit, I am struggling a bit with this search because this area really has Spanish villages with properties perhaps like this, or townhouses that might be a bit quirky, need a bit of work, or urbanisations.
Yeah.
How would you feel about perhaps going to another urbanisation that might feel a little bit more upmarket?
I think maybe we could compromise there, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come this way.
Thank you.
Coming up, phew, finally music to my ears.
Ooh! God, this is nice.
Patricia Maltby is looking to relocate to Spain. Having holidayed many times here over the years, she's chosen the Costa Calida as her ideal spot. With a budget of £90,000, she's brought her best friend Denise along to help her with this life-changing decision.
Patricia's getting divorced and determined to make a fresh start in Spain, but so far she's not liked anything we've shown her. This 3-bed semi-detached townhouse in El Paraton for just under £87,500 was too quiet. This 3-bed end of terrace on the coast for just under £83,500 didn't have enough outside space. This 2-bed detached property in Vintersol with an asking price of just under £87,500 was a no. And this 3-bed traditional property in the village of Los Canovas on the market for just under £63,500 needed too much work. I'm still hopeful that my last property will do the trick for Patricia, and I'm going to give it my best go. We're heading back towards the coast to the upmarket location of Matharon Country Club. It's classy, it's friendly, and even though it's on an estate, the house I'll be showing Patricia is right on the edge.
Welcome to Matharon Country Club, ladies. Is this somewhere you've heard of?
I've heard of it, but I've never been.
I think it looks very nice. Spread out, so you're not overlooking each other. I think it's really nice.
On the drive in, it looked very upmarket, I have to say.
Now, it is an urbanisation, but it's a lot smaller. Around 70% of people here are British.
Okay.
There's a very active community here. Every Tuesday you have a market that sells fruit and veg.
Oh, that's good.
And there's a ladies' circle. So
Right.
they regularly organise trips, meetings to get together to learn Spanish.
Ah, that would be very good, yes. I could see myself doing that. I could change my mind about urbanisations.
Since the property crash, prices here have fallen by 50%, with buyers made up of a mix of Brits, Scandinavians and French. So Patricia will be able to see a house she could never have afforded during the boom.
So this is my last chance to try and impress you guys.
Wow.
It's a 2-bedroom, semi-detached property
Okay.
with its own swimming pool.
Ooh. Oh, right.
I'm hoping these were the views that you were thinking of.
Oh,
That's amazing.
stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Beautiful.
This property is currently over budget, priced
Right.
just over £95,000. However, the agent has indicated these people would be prepared to take an offer of around £88,000.
Okay. It does look nice.
Nice, just nice.
I'm reserving judgment because I am getting excited.
Okay. What about you, Denise? What's going through your mind?
It's moved in.
I have, yes, I'm in there. I've got my room. I think it's lovely. And it has fabulous views. You done good, Laura. You
Come on.
Thank you.
This 2-bedroom villa has a garden split into 3 parts, with a pool, outside eating area and large terrace. Inside there's a spacious open-plan living dining room, fitted kitchen with a large utility at the rear and a sunroom at the front of the house. The asking price is over Patricia's £90,000 budget at just over £95,000. However, the agent says the owner would seriously consider offers.
Come on in.
Thank you. Ooh. God, this is nice.
So here is your swimming pool, your outside space, no grass to cut.
No. See the tops of the mountains? The outside space is lovely.
It is,
I
it's
do
gorgeous.
like that. I do like that.
And it
Yes.
actually goes round this side
Oh, right.
as well. I know it's not quite a terrace, but can you imagine yourself sat in there?
Yes, I'd probably be more out here, though. I'd probably put a table and chairs out here. So it would be more like a terrace, I suppose.
This outside is the best you've shown us. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. And I can see Pat out here almost 24/7.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you feel happier about your friend living on an urbanisation, Denise, rather than in a Spanish village?
I wouldn't worry about her so much because on an urbanisation you're going to have a mix of nationalities. So she's going to find the expat community as well as mingling with the Spanish community.
I'm feeling that you're not wanting to give too much away.
Just a bit... I don't know what's inside.
Come on. In you come.
Ah. Kitchen in the living room. It's not very large, is it?
What is it about open-plan kitchens?
I don't like the idea of when you're cooking, although this won't apply to you.
No.
When
Exactly.
you're
I mean, does it really matter? Do you need a kitchen? Because you could just take that out and extend the living space.
But I'm going to be here, so I will be cooking.
You can always use the outside kitchen.
Yes.
Yes, I know. That's so exciting, isn't it?
Yes.
So through here is your master bedroom.
Ooh, nice and bright, isn't it?
Yeah.
With views.
Oh.
Yeah,
God,
first thing in the morning you could lie in the bed and look at that.
You could, couldn't you? Not overly big, but then that's a big bed, isn't it? So this is adequate.
Have a wander around the rest of the property.
Okay.
Look at that room at the back of the kitchen and see if you could potentially make that work as a third bedroom or an
Okay.
office with a sofa bed. And I'll meet you back out there.
Okay. Thank
Thanks.
you. Oh,
This is
large,
a good
isn't it?
space. You could do a lot out here.
yeah.
You could put another double bed up that end if you really wanted to.
You could, couldn't you? Or a sofa bed or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, this is great.
This is nice, sat out here, isn't it?
Oh, I think it's lovely.
I think it's really sweet. It's lovely for a single person. And that extra room on the end really makes a difference,
does.
doesn't it? I think it's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed.
Yes, I am.
And quite shocked that being on an urbanisation, you don't feel it.
This two-bedroom semi-detached villa with pool and mountain views has an asking price of just over £95,000. But the agent advises that the current owners are open to offers within Patricia's budget. I get the feeling that perhaps now the prospect of living on an urbanisation actually wouldn't be such a bad thing for Patricia.
Hiya.
Hey.
Pat, when I left you, it was adequate. How is it now?
It's lovely. Who could not like this? And the mountains. Yes. Yes, I'm really coming round to it a lot.
You have obviously got a bit to think about.
Yes.
So I want to give you the time to go away, talk things through, maybe write a list of pros and cons, and then we'll decide where you're going to go from here.
Back to our search, and I've shown Patricia and Denise 5 properties in and around the Costa Calida for Patricia's budget of £90,000. She ruled out all the first 4 houses I showed them. This 3-bed semi-detached townhouse in El Paraton for just under £87,500 was too quiet. This 3-bed end of terrace on the coast for just under £83,500 didn't have enough outside space. This 2-bed detached property in Vintersol with an asking price of just under £87,500 was a no. And this 3-bed traditional property in the village of Los Canavas on the market for just under £63,500 needed too much work. But Patricia finally connected with this 2-bed semi-detached villa in upmarket Matheron Country Club. Although slightly over her £90,000 budget, with an asking price of just over £95,000, it's been on the market for 18 months, and the agent indicated the owners would accept an offer of around £88,000, so she could afford it. I wonder how she's feeling now.
I know this is where I want to be. You're going to get me all... This is definitely where I want to be.
What happened last night? What were you discussing?
Oh, everything. I was asking Den's advice.
That's what you're here for. You're the head, she's the heart.
Well, I've been doing the reining in quite a lot, but the final decision has to be Pat's.
Well, I think you both were pretty taken with it. The semi-detached 2-bedroom villa on the country club.
It had a lot of things that I had disliked about other properties. It was on an urbanisation. It had the kitchen in the lounge. The rooms were quite small, but I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
What do you think was it about that property then?
The fact that it was on the edge of the urbanisation, you had the most amazing mountain views. The outside space, I mean, it just went on and on.
So what were your words of advice then to Pat when she was asking you about that property?
Imagine if she could envisage herself spending at least 10 years there.
How are we moving forward from here?
I think the price they're asking is a little high. I would like to put an offer in.
Right.
For around, well, for 80,000, but that would be my top.
Your final offer.
So it would be a take it or leave it, I think.
Right, I'm going to make this call then. How exciting. Hi, is that Jason? I'm just with Pat and Denise, and we viewed a property yesterday on the Country Club, and we'd like to put forward an offer, please. So the offer, and it would be the final offer, there's no negotiating on this price at all, is £80,000. She's obviously in a position to move pretty quickly. She hasn't got anything to sell. She's ready to go. Lovely, thanks Jason. Speak to you soon, bye. Okay, well he said that he's going to speak to the vendors, see what they say.
Yeah.
Let's think positive.
Yeah.
I think...
Oh gosh, that was quick.
Hello? Right, okay. Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Jason. All right, bye. It's not good news, I'm afraid. The offer hasn't been accepted.
But after some discussion, we wondered if the agent had conveyed the offer correctly.
Maybe she thinks they've been offered euros instead of pounds.
I think he thinks that too.
It did turn out the owners thought they were being offered €80,000, so I asked the estate agent to call them again and explain the offer was £80,000, which is a lot more than €80,000.
Okay, all right, thank you. Bye. €80,000, they probably did think.
Yeah.
What? That's about 50 grand.
There we go. Hello? Hi, Jason. Okay, all right. Well, perhaps as soon as you're here, you can give us a call and let us know. All right, thanks, Jason. Bye. He has called them twice and he can't get through. And as soon as he hears anything, he's going to give us a call. I'm sorry I can't give you an answer at this stage, but I'm sure there will be an answer very soon.
Okay.
And let's hope it's a positive one.
Yes, would be great.
Good luck.
Well, thank you for all your help. It's been brilliant.
Unfortunately, Patricia's offer of £80,000 was also rejected. And although she could have gone up to £90,000, she decided not to make a higher offer. On the plus side, she's returning to Spain very soon and hopes to find another property which will enable her long-held dream to become a reality.